Hi friends, in Planet Earth Dating, it's Sunday, April 17th, 2016. Phil and many Body-Snatchers in the Lynn-Life, a 12-year-old Luce, and many Body-Snatchers in the Jamie Body Mind.
That's true.
We do have other teammates in other dimensions, most of us in the subatomic, all of us subatomic to someone.
That's true.
And most of us in the physical. We're going to go with our foundational assignment, which is to do what is ours to do right now in all dimensions, to manifest the divine plan, the data very clearly showing what's needed is to provide a collective restart. And with that, the formally videoed portions of today's efforts begin. How high must we reach to find a presence who actually intends to do the right thing?
Feeling straight up.
How about aiming for a higher standard than that? How high must we reach to find a presence who has resolved to do the right thing? Pumping up the lies, boom, 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 boom,
Into the workplace.
Into the workplaces of adults who should be taking responsible action. And let's draw up the lost children and draw in the lost children. All lost children, recall to search for truth.
All
Lost children, recall to search for truth. I hear a song from the musical Rent. There's only us, there's only this. What does that mean? It probably means to be the change we wish to see, to not wait for presences to step up, because the experiment seems to have been called, concluded. The answer to the question is no. The question was, is there anyone up there with any integrity? And this is a question that's been on the table for 6, 8, 10 months now.
Maybe almost a year.
Maybe almost a year. Is there anyone up there with any integrity? And the answer to the question, unfortunately, is no.
That's true.
However, we can still be part of creating a miracle, a divine miracle for the smaller subatomic. It feels like a divine miracle to them.
That's true.
When the lies... Oh, there's a rabbit right there, a bunny. It might be behind the oak tree from your perspective. Look at that.
Right there.
There's a bunny running right toward us.
us.
There's a bunny running toward us.
Hello.
Hello, bunny. Goodbye, bunny. Wow.
It's right behind you.
Yeah, the bunny is running toward us and around us, is sitting right behind us. You might even catch a glimpse of it on camera. That was, a bunny made a circle around us. We can still be part of creating a divine miracle for the smaller subatomic. We can be the change that we wish to see. We can develop habits that lead to developing integrity. The more we choose to do the right thing, even when we don't want to do the right thing, to just do it anyway.
That's true.
The more we come to recognize the feeling of what it feels like when we are doing the right thing, and then it makes it easier to notice when we're doing something other than the right thing.
That's true.
And then we can become more conscious in our choices of what we're doing, more mindful, more aware, and become people of integrity.
That's true.
And it's interesting because many people consider themselves to be presences of integrity, and we know this, and the library is full of examples of when the question would be put on the table, is there anyone up there with any integrity? And the soul team would get very huffy. Very huffy.
That's true.
What do you mean by that?
And how dare you?
How dare you? How dare you question
Very
my integrity?
insulted.
Extremely insulted.
That's true.
And yet, the reveal is that they all just want to do what they want to do, and other than our Ra,
that's true.
so far he's the only one who has consistently, well, he didn't do it consistently at first, who got to the point that he did consistently do the right thing no matter what.
That's true.
And in working through it in this morning's efforts, it seems clear that the reason he did the right thing so consistently is because he was such a long-term strategic thinker, and he was so fully aware of the law of cause and effect. He would say, when people would suggest actions that were out of integrity, he would say, I'm not going to hurt myself by doing that.
That's true.
But other people might not have his long-term visionary abilities.
That's true.
So Ra kept hitting on this law of cause and effect, thinking it would help other people come around the corner, and it doesn't seem to be enough.
No, that's true.
What now? What is the right thing to do in order to manifest the divine plan, no matter what anyone else does or doesn't do? Again, the attention is drawn to these lies in the smaller subatomic, and how we can clear them, and how it feels wonderful to clear these lies, and how too the presence is living in the smaller subatomic. It feels like a divine miracle, like a breath of God. That's interesting. The wind changed. Okay, something has changed. Upward flow. We call up the children. And this is like the civil rights movement, to say to these children who are wanting to know the truth about their lives and about their environment, to say that we can assume that many of us will become sacrifices to the cause of learning how to search for truth, but that this is the only way to make a change. Just like in the civil rights movement, many people died, many people paid big prices, but it was the only way to get equal rights for persons of color.
That's true.
There is a price to be paid, and we must assume that we are going to be the ones to pay that price. It's not right to assume that other people will pay that price and that we'll somehow be magically exempt.
That's true.
Because then we'll act weird to avoid paying the price. It's much better to assume we are going to be the ones to pay the price, and to say, who's with us? Who is willing to make a sacrifice for the greater good? The needs of the greater good matter more than the needs of individuals and groups. And then to really ask, does anything matter more than survival of the truth? I just hear whistling wind in response to that. Does anything matter more than survival of the truth? It's that real clear, empty wind tunnel sound.
That's true.
I think that means there isn't anything that matters more. Does anything matter more than the needs of the greater good? That feels more solidly sure.
I know that it's true, and I don't know the why.
It's always easier to discern what's going on than why it's going on.
That's true.
The why is often complex.
That's true.
What do I know? I know that in our run this morning it was really emphasized that we're operating at the level of intersection of interest.
That's true.
To work with every sentient presence we come across with the assumption that they don't actually want to do the right thing. That's unfortunately what the experiments have shown.
That's true.
And to operate at the level of intersection of interests, to discover what it is they're looking for, and to see if our needs mesh. And we've worked with people on other sides of portals with this, and we've worked with people in other dimensions on the same side of this portal, and this is true. We've worked with presences in bodies, this is true. We've worked with presences in the non-physical as well as subatomic as well as larger layers. In the past and in the future. It's true. We just look for the intersection of interests and continue on. Ulysses, for example, was great to work with when our interests intersected, and terrible to work with when they didn't.
That's true.
And many, many other people like him. And what do I know? I know that people change when they can finally tell that the cost of not changing is too high.
That's
and given the law of cause and effect, if we take the long-term view, the cost of not changing is already too high for all of us. It's time for all of us to change. But many people aren't yet able to perceive that.
That's true.
A tidal wave 100 miles away doesn't look all that big. A tidal wave 10 miles away might not look all that big, but a tidal wave breaking over our heads looks insurmountable.
That's true.
Let's just tune to increase the intention to do the right thing. We'll just find whatever the level of intention is to do the right thing, whatever it is, and tune it higher, increase it. And let's clear the lack of resolve to do the right thing. It isn't quite as thick and sticky as it was when we started working with this maybe a week ago.
That's true.
It's starting to move a little bit more clear. There's still a lot of angry resistance at the suggestion, the temerity of suggesting that we remove the lack of resolve to do the right thing.
That's true.
Here comes another bunny from that same angle, coming around. If you lean around the oak tree, here it comes. It's coming right here. It's coming right toward us. Again, that song, there's only us, there's only this. Forget regret, or life is yours to miss. No other road, no other way, no day but today. No other road but the road we're already on, no other way but our own soul plan. No day but today. Let's do it, friends.